Greetings, salutations, everybody out there in YouTube land. I am your host once again, Dan Thornton. I want to thank you all for tuning in today. The Lions Talk Live. You know what? Pro Football Focus must be getting paid to try to promote the Detroit Lions because it seems like for a second straight day, hey, they got something to say about the future of the Detroit Lions, and I'm here to talk about it with the new crew today. And yes, we're going old school with the screen behind me. That is the original OG Lions Talk Live. Micro Mike actually helped make that. So give a big shout out to Micro Mike and all the things he did to help out the channel when we were first starting out and just wee kiddos back in the day. All right, a couple things before we get into the meat of the show. Detroit Lions. Hey, do they have one of the top 5 defensive fronts in all of the NFL? You know, Pro Football Focus, like I said, they're staying gainfully employed this offseason, and they did say they feel the Detroit Lions have the number 4 ranked defensive front. Let that sit in. They were saying, yes, the Detroit Lions have another top 5 unit in the NFL, according to Pro Football Focus. Pro Football Focus released its NFL defensive line rankings on Tuesday, putting the Detroit Lions, in my announcer voice, at number 4 in the league, the best in the NFC North. So I know Broski Bear is rolling over in his morning Mountain Dew and flakes when he hears that because it means the Chicago Bears, obviously, according to Pro Football Focus, are not in the top 5. So we'll have to wait and see if that actually matriculates its way into reality during the regular season. But at least for now, it is what it is. All right, a couple things before we get into the actual main topic. If you haven't yet subscribed to Lions Talk Live, please consider doing so. We are now just less than 40 subs away from hitting 6,800. Let that sink in. Also, if you haven't yet hit the thumbs up button, whatever you want to call it button, the like button, go ahead and consider doing so. It only takes a second of time. It's absolutely free, but it helps the channel out a ton. We try to get each video to 200 to 300 thumbs up, likes, etc., just because it helps push the content out to more and more people who haven't yet discovered Lions Talk Live. And it's hard to believe that's a possibility, but yes, it is true. Some people do not know anything about it. I was talking to one of my friends over in China yesterday, and they had no clue I was even a YouTuber. I was like, man, shame on you. All right, having a little fun this morning. All right, also, in case you were unaware, outside of being a YouTuber and a coach and etc., I am a realtor, have been for a really long time. Want to give a shout out and thanks to a new customer who's having me list their property over in Otsego, Michigan. They'll be going up here, I don't know, about an hour or so after I get off the air. So if you're looking for someone who's going to work on your behalf, save you some money, make the process a whole lot easier, maybe even make you more money, give me a call or shoot me a text. Let's have a conversation, see what we can do for you. If you're outside of the state of Michigan, I can still work with you. Just got to do some things a little differently. So food for your thoughts. If you are in the search for property anywhere in, I guess, the United States, to be fair. All right, now on to the next topic, and that is, as most of you know, 5 topics now. We're going to talk about 5 headlines that hit the wire within the last 24 hours before we get into the main topic. So, without further ado, let's get into 5 headlines now. It's got a nice beat to it, doesn't it? All right, as most of you are probably aware, but in case you are not, Lions set training camp schedule. 9 practices open to fans. Tickets for training camp practices will go on sale July 9th for Lions loyal members and July 16th for the rest of the general public. So, yeah, get ready. If you want to get out there, go ahead and check things out. You can have free reign to do so. You've seen the dates on the screen. The dates that are going to be open to the public, you can go ahead and Google it. I don't want to give you the wrong ones, but I want to say the training camp presented by Rocket Mortgage will open on the 27th in the team's training facilities. Training camp will conclude and go through August 14th, less than a month before the team takes on the field for Week 1 against the Los Angeles Rams. So if you want to know all the specific dates, go ahead and look them up. I believe it is, and don't hold me to this because I could always be wrong. As far as, let's see, July 27th, 8:30 a.m., gates open at 7:30. Monday, July 29th, 8:30 a.m., gates open at 7:30. July 30th, 8:30 a.m., guess what time the gates open? If you guess 7:30 a.m., you are correct. July 31st, 8:30 with the gates opening at 7:30. Let's see, August 1st, 8:30, gates open at 7:30. August 2nd, 8:30, gates open at 7:30. Let's see. Also, August 11th, 12th, and 14th, and you guys probably already get. There's only one, or excuse me, two where the times change. That is August 11th. There's a 1:15 p.m. Gates open at 12:15. Monday, August 12th, 6 p.m. Gates open at 5. That is exclusive though for Lions loyal members only. So go ahead and check it out. If you want to get on over to Ford Field and all that stuff, then see training camp. Then you know what? Hey, there you go. All right, went on a little longer with that one than normal, but moving on to the next one. The Lions' offensive line is its own tier, according to an NFL analyst ranking. So I know we mentioned this yesterday, but we had another person in the media come out and say, "Hey, Lions offensive line is pretty dang good, and it's maybe the best in the NFL, and not even close." So check it out. Go ahead and Google it. You'll be able to find it. And you know what? Hey, there's more and more corroborating evidence, and this comes from SB Nation on MSN. They go into detailed information, talk about it, but the Lions offensive line, I should say, was a huge reason why the team performed so well last year. I think we all get that. And the expectations, according to now multiple reports, are that the offensive line are going to be even at another level. They believe that it's actually going to be better than it was last year. And that's saying something because, let's be honest, Lions offensive line last year was pretty dang good. All right, next on the list, Khalif Raymond is an underrated piece to the Detroit Lions offense. We've been speculating for a while now that Khalif Raymond may end up ultimately being wide receiver 3 for the Detroit Lions this season because of his speed, because they play indoors so much. And let's be honest, he runs pretty good routes. It doesn't mean there couldn't be other people that fit into the mix at times, but one reporter has come out and said, Khalif Raymond, man, he might just be the man of steel for the Detroit Lions offense. All right, next, Lions roster preview. Will Taylor Decker earn another contract? So again, another reporter's come on out and posed the question. Taylor Decker, he is, about the oldest player on the team when it comes to longevity with the franchise, etc. He's put in his time. He's put in his grind. Will he be able to play strong enough this year to earn yet another new contract with the Detroit Lions? That's a big question they are posing. And that is also, that's on SB Nation. Go ahead and check him out. It's from Jeremy Risman. And you guys all know we've had him on the show. Got to try to book him again, see if we can get Jeremy to come on back. But check it out. A good story, good read. And I think if Deck has a pretty good year this year, they'll probably look to resign him. But you never know. All right, and then last in the 5 headlines now, Detroit Lions get their due in pre-training camp power rankings. So, yes, power rankings are back. They're here. If you want to know the answer to the story, go ahead and check it out. But the Detroit Lions, you know what? They're getting some respect. And I won't do a full spoiler review of it. I'll leave that for another show. But if you guys want to go ahead and check out where the Detroit Lions ranked power rankings, go ahead and do so. And I think you'll all be pretty happy with it. But, this came out yesterday from Sporting News. I mean, the Lions, we'll just put it this way, they are in the top 5. And I'll let you guys read the story to check it out and, get the full details. But if you're happy to be a Detroit Lions fan, you want something good to read during slower times for media, then go ahead and check that out. All right, and that will conclude 5 headlines now. Now, let's go over and get into the main topic of the show. And yeah, sometimes I just throw those little intros up there just so I can have a second or two to just kind of clear my throat and not do it on air. So in case you guys were wondering. All right, so Detroit Lions defensive front, ranked number 4 in the NFL. What do you guys say about it? Detroit Lions, is the defensive front really that good? I'm thinking, man, we have done a lot to bulk it up. We are going to be one of the better teams in the league. I don't think there's anybody debating that. But are we the 4th best in the league? Now, let's go ahead and Scooby-Doo this story. They're talking about how this Aiden Hutchinson is unquestionably one of the better defensive linemen in the NFL, especially when you talk about his age, where he's at, how he's going to ascend. They're projecting he's going to continue to ascend. And this comes from our friends over at All Lions. So do take it with a grain of salt. It's coming from a Detroit Lions, page or community that's talking about it. But they do have some outstanding points. Not saying that they're biased. They are biased, so I'm not even going to address it. But I am going to say this. Detroit Lions, I think, will have a very good defensive front. You look at Aiden Hutchinson. You look at Aleem McNeil, Marcus Davenport, James Houston, DJ Reader. You start throwing out a lot of different names here, and that's not even some of the guys that might step up, like a Broderick Martin or Makai Wingo or anybody like that could potentially push this unit up and really with some of the other rotational guys like Josh Pascal, etc. Hey, this group's got some real potential, but they do have to get on the field and get it done. So where do you guys think this defensive line could be? Do you think they could be indeed a top 5 unit? Do you think they could be the best unit? Do you think they could be the 29 best unit in the NFL? I guess that's the debate we're about to have. So let's go ahead and get over to the Duke crew and kick it off. See what you guys have to say about things. All right, Moonscar. Good morning, Duke crew! Exclamation point. Do not try. Do. Yes. Very Yoda of you. And good morning to you, friend. Matthew. Great salutations. Good morning, everyone. Super Dome. Super Bowl. Woo, woo, woo. Yes. And good morning to you, Matthew. Hopefully you're having a great one. And just for you, my friend. Look at that. I even got to sip a little water while doing that. So, hey, on top of the curve. I'm getting things moving this morning. And see, Moonscar, seek and destroy. Yes, I'd say that's pretty much going to be the mindset of the defensive front. Man, maybe just the defense. They're going to come after everybody, and they're going to try to get hits on them. All right, let's see, Bo. Good morning, Duke crew. So you're saying we can be good! Exclamation point. I see Super Bowl. Woo! And back at you, Bo. And I will say this. I think they can be very good, especially when you look at the style of defense they're going to play. You're going to allow for a lot of guys to get hits on quarterbacks or running backs, make plays in the backfield. They're going to try to do what they can to disrupt the offense as much as possible. Last year, I thought there were times, especially when they went with a horseshoe formation, they did that a lot early, really until about the last quarter of the season, where basically they just try to contain quarterbacks. So they weren't trying to overly rush lanes, give mobile quarterbacks an opportunity to get out and run. And I get why you're doing it is to try to contain mobile quarterbacks, but it also meant you gave quarterbacks a ton of time to throw, a lot of, way too often. And when they did blitz, I thought they were more effective. And then obviously by the end of the season, they just decided, you know what, let's just go ahead and blitz the quarterback. Doesn't mean people can't, hurt you when you do that. But I think they decided that, given 8 Mississippis for a quarterback in the NFL to try to read and pick apart your defense wasn't maybe the soundest of moves. About 2 early Moonscar, there you go. Matthew, if our rookies this year are half as good as last year, the number 4 defense in the NFL is possible. That's probably a fair statement. If the defense really does get the infusion from the rookie class, most of us, we were hoping. Of course, it still has to happen, but you can hope it to happen. Then, yeah, you're probably right, Matthew, that we're going to have a pretty good defense. All right, Mike the Marine, excuse me, I can't talk today. How did the Lions feel? Do or die season. Woo! And good morning to you, Gunny. Hopefully having a great one. Bo, the D-line name, Damage Inc. There you go. That sounds like something right out of WWF, or WWE, whatever it is now. So I'll go with that one, Scott. Bo, Metallica in the morning. All right, fair enough. See, Michael Green, salutations, Coach and Duke Crew. Super Dome or bust. One pride. Woo! Woo! And you know what? Hey, man, everybody's pumped up this morning. I'm liking it. This is a pumped up group. Woo! All right, Moonscar, Bo, I'm 3.5 hours into my day. Man, you got up early then today, Moonscar. Well, hey, get it pumping, get it going, and maybe get a delicious dew to recharge. Bo, do what you need to, man, 100%. Mike the Marine, I like our defense to be called Demolition Line for the Motor City. There you go. Seek and Destroy, Demolition Line. Man, we got a bunch of different lines and names to throw at the defensive front, but I'm down with it. See, LeBeau, Aleem sees destruction. Yeah, I think if you were to go to Vegas and put, lines on somebody or bet on people who's going to have potentially a breakout season, I have to imagine Aleem McNeil is going to be up on the list. He's got a lot of things going for him. I mean, he's hitting that right about time in a career where you start getting to basically your prime. He's learned enough. He's developed enough physically. And now you put Hutchinson, DJ Reader, and whoever the other guy is going to be on the other side around him. You just can't double team everybody. You're going to have to single cover block somebody. and I think he could be one of the ones that really benefit this year. Don, just sitting here waiting on a at Broski teddy bear comment so I can destroy him. Other than that, greetings and salutations. Fair enough, man. You gotta have your goals for the day, right? You gotta seek and destroy. See, Gunny, still sending prayers for our brother Walt. Yeah, I think he, excuse me, he left a message on the show yesterday after the show that he came back from his appointment and everything. It sounded like was going pretty good, but hopefully he'll be in the comment section today and give us a live update. So just a thought. Excuse me. All right, sorry, I had to clear my throat a little bit there. Let's see. Hold on. Matthew, let's see. Ditto Gunny for Walt, 100%. Greeting salutations, says Detroit D. Good morning to you, too. See, Moonscar for Walt. Yes, prayers for Walt. Prayers for Walt. See, Lions fan number one. Good morning, Duke Crew. Lions have some talent across the board. They do. They 100% do. I'm not going to try to be a homer and say, hey, the Lions have the best team in the NFL, but I think you can make a legitimate argument whether you're a Lions fan, a Denver fan, or a fan of whoever else. The Lions do potentially have one of the deepest teams across the NFL, and I think that's just a credit to everybody involved in the organization that this has come to happen. Obviously, it starts at the top with drafting and signing players, so give Brad Holmes a lot of credit. But yes, one of the deepest teams across the board. Matthew, cancer sucks. It sure does, man. It sure does. And yes, hopefully Walt and anybody else in the show who's being affected by it, hopefully you guys are having a good day and recovering. Let's see. Quentin, green salutations all. How many y'all think Hutch, Houston, and McNeil will all have 10-plus sacks each? Yeah. Could they each have 10-plus? Man, wouldn't that be something? I think it's possible. But I wouldn't put anybody else's money on it. I want to put my money on it just because that's a massive possibility, having three players with 10-plus sacks. Then again, you do play 18 games or whatever it is now, 17 games or whatever it is, the season schedule. I can't even think off the top of my head, but you do play a longer season. So yes, is it possible? For sure. Let's see, Don, Brandon Holmes is the man in his scouting department. They put together a stellar football team in 3 years, built from the ground up. He really did, man, because we all know 3 years ago this team was, the expectations weren't too high. Can we get, 5 wins this year? And now we're talking about can we, for 2 straight seasons, get to the NFC title game and maybe even get the Super Bowl? That's just how fast things have changed here. All right, Moonscar, Quentin, that would be amazing, but I do not see that. If Aleem can get 6, that's pretty good for an interior defense lineman. Houston has much to prove, and I see him more as a rotational piece, 8 to 9 sacks. All right, I'll go with that. And, hey, I'd live with it either way. Let's see. Steve Rogers, the camp. Good morning, all. I don't know if I fully agree with PFF on this. I think we have a good front four, but to say that we are the 4th best, ? I guess let's wait and see. Yeah, 100%. They got to go out in the field and get it done. At the end of the day, you can have the preseason rankings, all that stuff, but at the end of the day, you still got to get her done. All right, is that to you? Hello, nice morning, everyone. Back at you. Hopefully having a great morning. Quentin, right. We got some boys up there. Keep them fresh. Yes, keep them fresh, keep them moving. And that's the good thing with all the rotating players we seem to have accumulated is that everybody should stay fresher, longer, and healthier as the season goes by. Use Hutchinson last year as an example. You could really tell at times that he was kind of getting physically worn down until, I think it was like the last month of the regular season. Then they dropped the percentage of snaps he played down from like 90 to like 70. And man, that made a huge difference because he took off at that point. And see, Bo, I can see Houston getting 10 or more sacks as a pass rushing specialist. Yeah, and I know I would start. That's me. But I also get that that's probably not a strong possibility for him to start. So we'll see what happens. But if he does get 10 as a rotational piece, that's pretty impressive. Let's see. Is that so you, Don Burr? Just leave some room in the chat too for the rest of us while you're doing your thing. Yes. Yep. Be respectful of each other. Let's see. Clark, greetings and salutations all. At Bo Boots, me too. I can see Houston having a great season. Trained wrecker he can be to offenses. He can be, man, because he is so good at the one thing he does, the pass rushing side of things. could I live with where he's not strong at against the run defense? I could, but hey, let the best player win. Let's see, Big Eddie. Good morning, all coach. How are you healing up? Hope you're improving. I am, man. I put a photo of the hamstring on Facebook yesterday, and yeah, you can see where it's really blown up and bruised up. It's it has moments it feels better than others. The shoulder's getting noticeably better, but not great. The heel on my left leg, that's all seems to have, for the most part, healed up. Let's see, Doug, new coach, better back seven, healthy Houston, better blitz scheme like after Denver, Davenport, Reeder, McNeil on contract year. You bet. I agree with you, Doug. Yes, we should be able to get after people, and yes, like you're saying, we got a lot of rotational pieces and a little bit different schemes. Hookadoo, good morning, coach, and my fellow Duke crew members. One pride, back at you, my friend. Hopefully, you're having a great morning. Jesse, good morning, Hookadoo. Jason, fourth best front, question mark. What was it last year? That I don't know. They don't state in the article. We have so much to look forward to. Superdome or bust, 100%. Yeah, might want to start buying your train tickets, plane tickets, or whatever you're going to do to get down to New Orleans. Because you know what? The expectations are high for the Detroit Lions to be there. So hopefully you have a great one there, Jason. Hookadoo, RD line was the line of pain. All right, is the line of pain. All right, we'll go with that and grit. Let's see, Stephanie. Good morning, boys! Exclamation point. I'm looking forward to watching our defense tear into other teams for the first time in a long time. We have good depth across the board. Now, I'd say that's fair to say. Yes, we do have some pretty outstanding depth across the entire team, and let alone the defensive line. So, good morning, Steph. Broski Bear, never fear. Broski Bear is here. All right, let's do this. All right, here we go, Broski. France, good evening, everyone. Let's flipping go, 100%. France, laughing out loud at Broski Bear. Very good. Hookadoo, morning, Jess. Bo, I forgot. France, you're in Europe, right? Could be. I don't know. I know he's, I know he said it before, but I don't remember offhand. Somewhere over there. All right, just say K, good morning. Broski, good morning. Dan of the new crew, exclamation point. Just woo it! And with Dan and the new crew. I like the way you're thinking there, my friend. Have an outstanding morning. See, Doug, last year we had Steve from we have a Steve, from defensive backs, cornerbacks. Teams ran because dollars add up quicker than dimes. It was playground ball against us. Who needs to run when you can get 20-plus yards and so many plays? New cornerbacks now. Yes, we do have new cornerbacks. I'm sure the schemes are, for the most part, going to be the same. Maybe some small differences. But, yeah, the defensive backs have to be able to cover a little bit better than what they did. And I will say this, for who they were, where we got a lot of those guys, I think they did okay. It's just when the opportunity came to make a play, they just didn't always get it done. And unfortunately, in the big games, like the NFC Championship game, that ultimately derailed our season. Otherwise, we would have been in the Super Bowl, in my opinion. I'd say Moonscar, there is no try, just woo, 100%. I'll go with that, just for you guys. Yep, never gets old. All right, Matthew. Arnicare gel works good sore and bruised muscles, coach. Sometimes you can find it in a roll ball for on-the-go relief. All right, I'll give that a try. I know I've got some Tiger Balm. I'll probably put some of that on today. Feels a little tighter today than it did yesterday. And, maybe get a massage done on it. Let's see, Thomas Green, salutations, new crew. I'm ready for training camp. Most interested in what our defense will become. I agree with you there. Yeah, I think all eyes from the fan base, I think everybody's really looking forward to see what the defense can be. As long as the offense keeps going where it's been the last few years, keeps producing, and it should, because we do have some real good, sound young weapons. Then really the defense could be the big home run this offseason and going into the season. If they perform anywhere up to expectations, this is going to be a tough team for most others to beat or contend with. Doug, let's count team sacks, team TFL, team interceptions, and the best record in the NFL is the third quarter. Yep, Detroit Swarm. Ooh, I kind of like that. The Detroit Swarm. The Blue Bees. There you go. Take all the above, Doug. Amy, great salutations, Duke crew. Good evening, France. Hope everyone is having a terrific day, night. 100%, yes. And I know we do have some people that watch. Gosh, was it Hawaii? There's just people in different time zones, different places. I know Philippines and stuff. So we do have a little bit of a worldwide do crew here. See, Blue Hornets. Ooh, there you go. I like that. Broski Bear, just like yesterday, Broski off the top rope with a flying elbow out of the chest of delusional Tom Burr. Donnie Boy rolling around on the mat in pain and submits. All right, fair enough. Let the Royal Rumble begin. Phil with a oh yeah, I'll go with that. Anthony, good morning, Dude Crew. Back at you, Anthony. Thanks for all you do for the channel, my friend. Let's see, Hookadoo. Hey, Anthony, good morning. Anthony Broski is a is a guy off the top rope. Fair enough. All right. Moonscar, microphone is sounding off today. Yeah, I had a little over to the side. Sorry about that, guys. It should hopefully be better now. Echoey, Coach. Yeah, should be better now. At least I'm assuming it will be. Now that I've got it centered in front of me. Got an echo, Coach. All right. Let's see. Anthony, morning, Brother Hookadoo. Good morning, Coach. The Duke Crew. Lions rule. Bears drool. Let's see. Paper Bag Fan. Greetings and salutations. Duke Crew. Go Lions. Let's see. Miles Marker. Good morning, Coach and Crew. Woo! D-line. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Bo, big thumbs up. Let's see. Big Dads. Good morning, Dan, the Duke Crew. I've been watching since Palm was quarterback. Mitt Palm was quarterback. When he had the best linebacker with Mike Lucy, Paul Newmoff, and Wayne Walker. All right. You've been watching longer than I have. You got me beat there, Big Dads. 100%. Courtney, good morning, Duke Crew! Exclamation points. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. Woo! And good morning to you, too. Let's see, JP, are you doing that in the investing channel, Dan? Are you? Yes. So I put up a video around 9 o'clock. You guys can tune on in. Winners and losers, stocks in the housing market. If you want to come on over, I try to give some tidbits and such for the day, some news for the day for either housing market, interest rates, etc., or stocks. I know we got one real right on the video yesterday. Said, hey, look to take it long to about 125. I don't remember 15, and it ended up getting up to 128. So yes, that it did real well. I think I know I rebought it 2 days ago at 116 something. So it's been a nice trade. I'm almost all out of it now. I have to wait for it to rebase. But if you want that kind of stuff, come over to that show. All right, Motown, poor Broski, he is that lone wolf. When we Lions know what it's like to be the last. That's why we give a win from time to time to these, to the Bears. Hey, it's nice to be charitable to the teams in need, and we will see what happens with that. But I will say this, Broski, I think Broski's team is going to be pretty formidable this year. That all comes down to how Caleb Williams grows and develops, though. If he does not grow, if he does not develop, if he has some struggles, which, again, I like Caleb Williams, then, man, Chicago's in a world of hurt. All right, Jason, we got Dan's Investing channel is rocking. Yeah, feel free to come on over. Try to do a video, like I said, around 9, another one around noon, and then the noon one's like the time report. And then if I can, around 4 o'clock, if I'm not horribly busy, then I get that over as the post-game show. All right, Michael, fourth best defense, but ranked 15th. Hey, could be. We'll see what shakes. See, Courtney, first Lions game, Uncle took me in 1961 Chicago Bears Tiger Stadium. Now that's a throwback to old Tiger Stadium days. Anthony Broski sure tries just to like his Bears outplayed. Yeah, I think that's what we're all hoping, is that we outplay and outmatch the Chicago Bears this year. Let's see, I'm a loyal member. Got my email from the Lions pre-ticket purchase. Hey, good for you, man. Get out there and enjoy training camp, man. Go have some fun with it, Anthony. Broski, Motown Mitch, you're too kind, all right? Dominic, good morning from Texas, exclamation points. Lions D will be top 2 overall this year. I'll go with that. Exclamation point, by the way. Offense will still be top 3. All equals Super Bowl run. And first Super Bowl championship. I like the way you're thinking, Dominic. You know what? I'm going to go with that. So mark it down. Dominic called the shot. We're going to have a top 2 D and top 3 offense, which is going to equal a Super Bowl title. Dan, good morning. Dan, Duke Crew, exclamation point. Go Lions, 100%. And good morning to you too, Dan. Let's see. Robbie, the Bears will be mid next season. They can't finish games, and have a losing culture. Hey, if they don't get things turned around, it's been a while since the Bears have been, decent. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. Good morning, Trump. Hopefully having a good one. Let's see. Big D. Good morning from Wisconsin Lions fans. Back at you. Let's see. Broski. France Fernet. Good morning. All the above. Let's see. Patrick. You sound seems to be a little out of kilter this morning, Coach. Yeah, I had the mic over a little bit, but moved it back. It should be better now, hopefully. So sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Broski. Big Bo Booth in the chat. 100%. See, Clark Griswold always representing. He does. See, Doug Zettler will be better than Jackson in pass blocking, but Jackson was a little better in run blocking, in your opinion. Yeah, that's probably about right. They should free up the longer routes for Jamo. I think we'll miss Reynolds early in the season. Yeah, Reynolds will probably take some time to go ahead and, to find the replacement, get on the same page, feel sound with them. So I agree with you there. Patrick, it sounds like the mic is settings are out of whack, or did I miss something you said earlier? I am a bit late to the show. I think it should be, you guys let me know right now if you can in the comment section. Is it all better now? So I know I recentered the mic, so you guys can let me know if it sounds better. I'll just go to the bottom of the comment section and hopefully get an update from you guys. Is the sound better, or do I need to go into the settings? Survey says. Anybody want an answer? I'm waiting, and I know sometimes there's a little bit of delay from when you guys type it to when I receive it. It's fine? Okay, all right. Fair enough. Yep, sounds fine. Okay, so, all right, we got it fixed. Moving on back. So, all right, thanks for that, guys. All right, Broski, Bo Booth, Ride the Lightning is my favorite Metallica album. There you go. Let's see, Bo, Leaf will make people forget about Reynolds. Yeah, Khalif, yeah, it's no disrespect for Khalif Raymond or for Josh Reynolds. I think they're both good players. I think Reynolds, hey, I get from what he said that when he dropped the pass in the title game, fans got on him and probably were pretty not kind to him. I guess that's the best way to put it. So he wanted to try to get out of here, and he did. It's unfortunate because, let's be fair, in his time in Detroit, Reynolds made a lot of key big plays. It's unfortunate when the lights were the brightest, they had the opportunity. He catches that pass on that fourth down. I'll go to my grave saying the Lions are in that Super Bowl. Unfortunately, it happened. Yes, the pass wasn't perfect. Yes, it was a little low. Yes, you're an NFL receiver. It's you in the hands right in front of your face. You probably got to catch it. So it is what it is. But Khalif Raymond, I think to your point, Bo, yeah, he's got a real opportunity here. Michael, Lions fourth best defense in NFL, but ranked 13th overall. They're moving in the right direction. Anyways, go Lions. I'll go with that. Yes, 100%. Motown Mitch, I propose a conclusion. Broski, the Bears can be our minor league team. Anytime you guys find good players like Monty, just send them over, and we will bring them up to the big league. Fair enough. That seems like a nice working relationship there. I like the way you're thinking, Motown. See, Broski, Trump's Jeans, good morning. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I still got to get the macho, man. I get it. Bo, I love all of them myself, Broski. Playing wise, master of puppets, all right? Phil, until the game starts, I'm holding back my excitement. Yeah, until they get going. Why not? Yeah, why not? Trump, yes, good morning. Good morning. Broski, Trump's, oh, yeah. All right, yep, no politics. I concur. Yes, so let's make this a football channel. Maybe even talk a little bit about delicious foods like Mountain Dew or your pizza or something like that. But, yes, no politics, please. I'd say Motown, can't I say I disagree? Still, yeah, go Lions. Go Lions, 100%. Phil, how's the shoulder and leg doing, Dan? It's getting there, Phil. I'm not gonna lie, the hamstring is a little tight today, like real tight. The shoulder, I'd say I've got like 90% of the range of motion back in it. It's still when I sleep and whatever gets stiff, wake up and it's real stiff in the morning. The left heel seems basically back to normal. So yeah, it's getting there. How about that? I'd say Earl Moonaz. All right. Good morning, Earl. Good morning to you. See, Broski, if Reader pans out and if that McNeil guy lives up to the hype, they will have a solid 3 of 4 on your D line. The other defensive line spot is such a weakness, so you literally have nobody there. Yeah, it's going to be an opportunity for somebody to step up for sure over there, Broski. And I'll be fair with you. We all think, or at least how about this? I think Houston can be the answer to the promise, but he's got to go out and do it. Davenport could obviously be something, but he's got to prove himself. He's got to prove he can stay healthy. And from there, who knows? I know they experimented with other guys last year. I mean, Jack Campbell had some runs at times out there. I actually thought for someone who's never really rushed the quarterback, he didn't do bad, and he did get better. Could Wingo do something? We'll wait and see. Could, Josh Pascal? He did play better late in the season. I've talked about that a lot. So who knows, man? To your point, to be fair, the three of the four guys are known quantities. I think we all feel pretty good about him, especially if Reeder heals up, stays healthy. It is the fourth guy that's the unknown question mark in this equation, and we'll have to wait and see what pans out. See, is that still you? I disagree. No dictators. All right, fair enough. All right, let's see. Demetrius, good morning, Lions fan. Woo! Woo! What up, though? What up to you, too? Hopefully it's a great day. Phil, stop. Someone else, no politics in here, guys. Come on. I get you guys may want to talk about it, but do that on a political channel, not this channel. All right, let's see. Dave, please name 4 teams better than us. All right. Who would you rank better than us? I guess just out of respect to them, you're going to go Kansas City Chiefs just because they did win the Super Bowl. They did beat us in the NFC title game, so I guess for right now, even though I'm expecting them to decline a little bit this year, I'm going to go with the 49ers. If it's the regular season, I'm going the Baltimore Ravens. But not the postseason. After that, man, I think it's a flip of the coin. And you can probably even argue, if you want to be real fair, if you want to argue the Ravens are a flip of the coin, that's probably fair. So the Lions appear to be somewhere in the top 4, maybe even the top 3. That would be my thoughts there, Dave. But if you got other ones, feel free to fire them on in. Doug, Pascal was an early second-round pick in 2022 if his impact along with Reeder and a better back 7 and scheme could be vastly improved. Big if. We spent a lot of capital, the iffy effect. Yes, we did. And, hey, we've got some guys. I mean, who knows, man? Maybe Levi jumps up, he heals up and plays better. There's a lot of opportunities for some guys to step up and shine, though. Let's see. Motown. So, Broski, you're ready to write off Betts before you see what he has to develop into. Yeah, I mean, Betts forget about him, too. He could end up being something. It's just we got to see what he does at the NFL level. So, to be fair, let's wait and see this preseason. See, Danny, what do you got? Allen Park Assassins. Ooh, I kind of like that. Kurt Steele, what up, though, Duke Crew? What up to you, Kurt? Hopefully you're having a good one. And, hey, can't wait for the new show to start off. So, let me know whatever we can do to help you guys out. See, Anthony, 0 at Dave. Phil, we don't know how good or bad any team is going to be. Yeah, it's all on paper right now. So, wait and see what happens. We can probably have some good ideas on some stuff. But at the end of the day, you still got to go out and prove it. Let's see, Anthony. Hey, Kurt, nice to see you. Always. Big Daz, watching and enjoying from Saginaw. Great job, Dan the Man. Back at you, Big Daz. It's always great to have you in the channel. So there you go. Good morning, Kurt. Broski, Hotel Mitch, who is Betts? Give me some background. Yeah, if you don't know Broski, he's the guy that led the Canadian Football League in sacks with like 18 sacks. He played for the Chicago Bears, oddly enough, like 2 seasons ago. He was on the last set of cuts before the 53-man roster, so he's got some familiarity with the NFL and obviously the NFC North. Let's see, Motown, the man of steel himself, Kurt Steele, 100%. What up, though? Anthony, you should know he tried out for the Bears years ago. That's also true. Earl, let's see, Moonscar Lions will make it to the Super Bowl as the favorite. Ooh, I like that, Earl. And let's hope that it comes to pass because that would be awesome. Let's see, the old me, Madden NFL 25, done the Lions dirty, 83. The 2013 Lions were 86. This team overall is better. Bake my head now. How is this team that went to the NFC Championship an 83 upgrade from last year? I didn't realize the Madden stuff was out already, but if it is, it is. It'd be interesting to take a peek at that maybe, and maybe that's what I'll do after the show's over. So thanks for the heads up, the old me. Amy, I hope the Lions are a demolition crew. It starts with bad refs. Woo! Let's hope we keep the badness out of the refs this year and don't have any controversial moments. but it's the NFL. It's going to happen. Doug, I think the biggest question is if Goff can't at least be as good TDs and interceptions as last year. Turnovers, clutch, TDs, question mark. QB is the barometer, really. Yeah, most teams are as good as their quarterback play. So if he's on, the team's going to be on. If he's off, the team's going to be off, and that's just I think unavoidable in today's age of the NFL. Just because the league throws so much, the defenses are so athletic, usually have such good depth. Your quarterback really does have to step up and shine. All right, see, Motown, Betts was signed this offseason. He led the CFL, I think he made Motown, with 18 sacks, 100%. Yep, Broski, Kurt Steele, no shrimp and grits for me today. I make cash, buckwheat, and mix in some eggs. All right, there you go. And then UFL, all right, Motown Mitch, UFL. Kurt Steele, Boss Ball Out podcast launches Monday, July 1st. Coach Mike Jones and LL are excited to bring you guys a new and fun show. Yeah, bring it on over, man. And yeah, anything you need from me, Kurt, just say the word, get it over to you guys. If you need me to announce something or whatever, just let me know. See, Motown CFL, I'll go with that. Jerome, good morning, Coach Stu Crew. Just dropped off a veteran who said he was related to Eric Andelsek. Ooh, I never knew what happened until you told me. Yeah, it's unfortunate because the Lions, in those early 90s teams, I'm guessing most people know whether you were around then or just heard about it or if you were around then and watched it. They had some real talented teams. That offensive line was dang good. They had some tragedy, though, in back-to-back off seasons. Mike Utley got paralyzed on the field, and I think it was the offseason after that, or maybe it was the one right before that. Don't hold me one way or the other. That Andelsek, yeah, he was literally out in his front yard trimming bushes. Had the earphones on to protect his ears. Some semi-truck driver, I want to say, fell asleep, went off the road, hit Andelsek from behind, and unfortunately killed him. So, yeah, tragic story. And, yeah, what the Lions might have been like if both those guys had not been injured or killed in that way. Yeah, who knows, man? But it's an unfortunate story. And good morning to you, too, by the way, Jerome. Let's see, Motown autocorrect got me. Sorry. Hey, it happens, man. We got you, though. We got your back. See, Anthony, yeah, that one, fair enough. Bo, you got it, Motown. Kurt, Broski Bear, coffee, cereal, and toast for me. Hey, it sounds like a winning combination. But, man, where's the dew? Come on, Kurt. We got to upgrade. Let's see, Anthony, Melee, too. All right, there you go. Let's see, Big Dads. Seen Lem Barney, Dick LeBeau, and Mike Uyghur, Bill Munson, but I take Goff over the other quarterbacks at Stanford. Yeah, just to be fair to some of those old school quarterbacks, it's a different world. These guys have gone through so many passing reps, camps, etc. By the time they even hit the NFL, where back if you go to the 50s, 60s, or whatever, but you could even say the 70s and 80s, it's just a different world. So if you took those guys and put them in today's systems, growing them, I'm sure they would all be vastly different. But to your point, and, I said it the day the trade went down for Stafford and Goff, and I know one friend of mine in particular, he was not happy when I said it. I was like, I think this ultimately they're about the same quarterback to me when it comes to what they produce on the field. There are some differences from a physical and an emotional standpoint for sure. But ultimately, I think with the production on the field, it's not terribly different from one guy to the next. If you took Stafford's stats and compared it to Goff, took the names off it, I think most people would have a hard time disseminating who's who. I like Goff. I think he's, especially with the pain of what he went through, I think that ultimately forced him to grow and mature as a person and as a player, and we're the beneficiaries of it. And see, Broski, Motown, Mitch, I was about to say, we'll see if the University of Nevada product can produce in the NFL at the age 29. I doubt it. It could be. If nothing else, hey, it didn't cost you really anything to give him a try and see. But you know what? I can't remember the name of the movie, but I remember Marky Mark played the guy. He was like 20, 26, 27 or something like that. He got a tryout for the Philadelphia Eagles and actually made the team. Played for, I want to say, like 3 or 4 seasons, but I don't remember his name offhand. And see, Big Dan's Stanford was my guy until Goff. Fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. Broski, Kurt Steele. Oh yeah, coffee too. Need my Cap Bristol. All right, there you go. Anthony, well, Broski, we have a better chance to develop him than the Bears developing Caleb Williams. Ooh, boy, we're shooting shots early today. See, bro, Demetrius, for Walt, skip cancer. Yes, 100%. And hopefully we hear from Walt today. See, Broski, Anthony Cannon want to bet on that? Fair enough. No, another bet's being placed. Chuck E. Cheese, the line took a leap with Reader signing all the ends he played next to have excelled. Yes, and it could be that Reader does help out with Liam and everybody else. So I'm anticipating you're right, Chuck E. Cheese, that will happen. I mean, Motown, Anthony, depends on what they are trying to develop him into a turnover machine. I think they will be fine. We'll see what happens with Caleb Williams. So I just want them to, just because I hope he struggles twice a year against the Lions, and that's about it. I hope other than that he's okay. But most rookies do struggle. We all get it when they come to the NFL. It is a huge learning curve. And you know what? If you don't have an offensive line, which I do have questions about Chicago's, it's going to be tougher. Excuse me. I had to clear my throat. All right, Anthony. A Reader makes everyone around him better. I agree with that. 100%. Matthew Hutch, Houston, and Aleem's numbers, if sacks this year, will depend on the number of times Reader is double teamed. I got to imagine he's going to get doubled fairly often. Maybe not all the time, because I don't think anybody gets doubled all the time, but I could see him getting double teamed a lot. Don, I can see Pascal slamming Caleb Williams on his neck. All right, well, that would be an ouch moment for sure. Anthony, I'm willing to always take your money. Better check with your wife first, though, Broski. Yes, always check with the person in charge of the finance before you make a bet. I'm down with that. I see, Chuck E. Cheese. That line last year was number 2 against the run. So, yes, now if they can get good against the pass, too, man, that defensive line could be something. Phil, is anyone superstitious about changing the uniforms? We played best in blueberry solids and white solid colors. I know some players are. Me and myself as a coach, I never worried about it when I was a player or whatever. I always wanted number 13 because you know what? I'd rather have some type of luck than no luck. So I was like, nobody wants that number. Give it to me. And see, Miles Barker, Coach, could you list who you think on the D line has the most leadership influence? Most leadership influence. I guess right now I'll go with Hutchinson just because of his status in the NFL, and he is, I guess, on the Lions team. You would say probably the best defensive line player at this time. I also think he's got some leadership, abilities. Now, Lee McNeil appears to have that too, though. If he has a breakout year this year, then I guess you'd say you have 2 real strong leaders there. Liam's no joke, man. When he talks and you have an opportunity to hear him in an interview process, either if it's about the game or just talking about life in general, I think he's a pretty commanding presence. I think he really, conducts himself in a pretty good fashion. Lions are fortunate there in that you look at Ali McNeil, you look at Penei Sewell, you look at Aiden Hutchinson, you look at St. Brown. They clearly pay attention to who they are internally bringing into this team. And I think you'll see more and more teams trying to mimic that because of the success of the Detroit Lions. And there are other teams that do it for sure. But the Lions have really been cognizant of it during this rebuild the last 3 years. So there's just really the only bad apple that I can think of we've had in the last 3 years, is Isaiah Buggs, and he's no longer currently on an NFL team. You've seen 3 teams move on from him. I know I did my reporting on him last year when he was still with the team. Leave it at where it is. But, I'd say the best presence on the team right now is probably Hutchinson, closely followed by McNeil. And maybe DJ Reader emerges, but he's just getting here, so that's going to take a little time. Trumps, any? All right, fair enough. Let's see. Broski, Anthony Cannon, where's your wife? Question mark. Oh, wait. Okay. Let's see. Motown. Don Burr, the way Williams likes to hang onto the ball before getting picked, I believe everyone will drop him, not just Pascal. Yeah, everybody will probably get their shots at him. See, Trump's, any Isaiah Muggs news? None really. I haven't really paid. I mean, probably like everybody watching the show, we know he's been released from the Kansas City Chiefs, but he's no longer here, so don't really pay much attention to him anymore. I'd see Kurt, PFF, had good information at times, but they can be so right or so wrong on occasion. Yeah, and especially this time of year, Kurt, I think you're spot on. They probably are trying to produce some content. And see, Anthony, yeah, my wife died. Now I'm trying to get yours to leave. All right, fair enough. It's good you guys are sharing. All right, see, Phil, do you see a bubble popping in real estate? I see prices continue to rise like this. Prices are ridiculous. So I get it's not lines, but real quick, I'll just say this. So the last 2 months across the nation, home sales are down about 8%. Difference is Michigan. Michigan, especially if you're talking Southwest Michigan, is insulated. So just like if you go back to 2001 or 2008, in both scenarios, Southwest Michigan really did not see prices. They didn't keep going up, but they also didn't drop. Reasons why, you look at your three main industries there. You got pharmaceutical companies, you got medical supplies, hip replacement stuff, or medical utensils, and you got education. So it's hard to really avoid those on a daily basis, whether it's good or bad in the economy. As far as housing prices, I hate to say it, man. Just across the state of Michigan, if you're talking under 300,000, you've got 20 people trying to buy every house. If you're talking under 500,000, that number does drop to about 7 people trying to buy each house. But what you're seeing, no matter what you say, is in the state of Michigan, you have more people moving here on a regular basis for a lot of reasons. I ain't going to get into that. But you have more and more people coming to Michigan, and there's just not enough housing. So hopefully that helps, Phil. Let's see, Don, do I need to run Broski out of here again? Question mark. Or is he acting accordingly? I'll leave that to you guys to debate. Motown, that's messed up, Broski, 100%. Yes, Silver Surfer. Hello, Coach and everyone. Hello to you, too, and good morning, Surfer. Broski, I see delusional Don Burr in the chat. Well, hey, you guys are best buddies at times, I would say. Chuck E. Cheese, I think we're looking at the D and the O, and the O will be top 5. Yes, I think it could be a strong season for both. I concur with you. Phil, the line could be the chop shop. I like that. Yeah, maybe we got to come up with a dance for them, too. Theme music. You got to remember, we got to have theme music. Anthony, love to meet you one time, Mr. Broski. Hey, it could be fun. Could be fun. Motown, is that a lot of respect just lost, bro? All right, fair enough. I'd see Kurt, Don Burr, what's up, my guy? 100%. I'd see Don, if you notice, every time I come around, he has to leave all of a sudden. Could it be Don Burr and Broski Bear the same person? Details at 11 p.m. Let's see, Trump's, woo, for Linden. Okay, yep. Broski, Anthony Callahan, my condolences. Yes. He probably didn't know. I'm guessing he didn't know. So, Don, Kurt, good morning, my guy, 100%. And Broski, Don Burr, okay, Don ain't sure, Donnie. If you haven't noticed, I'm in attack mode and on my time. Better ask somebody. All right. Bo, 7 years ago, for me, Anthony never stops hurting. Yeah, I feel for all you guys that go through it. So it's never fun, man. Don, Bears O-line is downright pathetic. Braxton Jones was James Houston's story. Yes. Yeah, he was. And, yeah, hopefully the Bears can do something to fix that unit. Maybe it is better than I'm aware of, but it would be at least a question mark to me. See, Anthony, 8 for me in our anniversary, 4th of July. Sorry to hear that, man. And, again, thoughts and prayers for you. See, Broski, Trump's genius. That's Isaiah Buggs is in jail right now. That's the guy you're referring to. I believe it was, Broski. Earl Moonskar, the Lions are favored to win Super Bowl. Go Lions, 100%. And you know what? I think the Lions, man, we get to the Super Bowl, the entire state of Michigan might just shut down for the day and maybe even the following day to recover. Don, Broski, Teddy, Bear, you being on attack mode literally means getting hit with a plow, all right? Or pillow, all right? Broski laughing out loud. Don Burr, excuse me, not Don Burr. JP, does anybody know what the channel is for Dan's investing talk? Yeah, it's called Winners and Losers, Housing and Stocks in the Housing Market. So, let's see, Don, Bears will be trash, not formidable, all right? Broski, Lions D is softer than a pillow made of clouds. Ooh. So it's easy to sleep on. All right, I see what you're doing there. It's easy to sleep on. You don't know it's coming. You didn't know it was coming after you, Broski. All right, Doug, when is the first game that Hooker gets his feet wet? A blowout, 4th and 1 goal line. It's very rare a quarterback even plays 2 years in a row. Would love to get him broken in just a little bit. My guess is he's going to get a whole lot of the preseason. As far as the regular season, yeah, probably some blowout game, especially if it's early in the year where maybe we catch some teams off guard. Whenever it happens, it will happen. But yeah, expect a whole lot out of the preseason. Let's see, Motown Bears line is 8.5 right now. I bet my life savings on the under. I'm about to be rich. All right. I do not give financial advice. I'm just here for entertainment purposes. So that's something I have to learn to say a lot. Don, the same Bears defense lost to the Denver Broncos, which lost to Miami the week before 70 to 20. There you go. This is true. Chuck E. Cheese. Old Tiger Stadium. I can still smell the urine. I'll say this, man. The Silver Dome, when I would have to go on the fields, for games and, shoot photos and cover the games, yeah, that did not smell great down there. But to be fair, Ford Field, as the years have moved on, wasn't always the greatest either. So I will say this for Ford Field, though. Their setups for the press and their facilities are top notch. I've gone to a lot of different stadiums, a lot of different places. Ford Field takes care of the press pretty dang well there. Mile Marker, how about some talk about Packers and Vikes? They are more competition than the Bears. We will see what shakes out this year. See, Motown, never seen such easy money before. Well, if you find easy money, I'd suggest to take it. Server, how is Zettler? It sounds like he's healing up. He's going to be fine. So, yeah, I don't think he's going to be a problem by the regular season. Let's see, Miles, fine. Yeah, sounds fine. All right, thank you for that, by the way. The old me, what week, if any, does JMO win Lions Player of the Week? Any stat line guess for that week, crew? Man, that's a good question. I don't know which games he'll just have monster games, but it's probably going to happen this year that he's going to have some real breakout performances. If he was able to do that against the 49ers in the playoffs, you're going to see him run roughshod over some teams that aren't prepared for him, plus the plethora of other weapons we have. Chuck E. Cheese, sounds like an echo. Okay, Doug, everything is better. All right, better. All right, good. All right. Broski, the same Bears D that held the vaunted Lions offense 13 points last December. Amazing. Yeah, but Broski, one game, I mean, that's like me talking about, hey, back in 91, the Lions beat the triplets. They beat the Dallas Cowboys, who were the team of the 90s. I mean, it does happen, though. But if the Bears can do it again this year, then, now you're on to something. David, sounds good. There you go. Sound got better. Yeah. Hey, funny thing, when I actually put the mic in the right place. Trump is good. All right. Thank you. Patrick, I think you need to check the settings again. All right. Sounds like you're talking into it, too. All right. Well, why I got you on the air. Let's see, settings. Maybe something, because every once in a while, if they do run updates and such, I have found that sometimes they have to come in here and manually fix some things. So, microphone net geo sound it's hello, yeah, it's looking like it's all set. So hopefully it's okay. This year will be Jameson dropping passes for you. Well, let's hope not. Motown, that's the gift we give to the unfortunate broski. We have the last before just trying to help. All right. Don, that's some Lions offense toyed with you, then snatched the heart. Bustin Fields just got up dancing and lost. All right. Mike Ring, okay, thumbs up on the sound. Okay, so it sounds like it sounds good. All right. Sorry about not having the mic in the right place to start the show, guys. Sorry about that. Mike, coach hasn't had much luck with microphones. This is better than some days. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, the microphone's the same. It's just like I was saying. Sometimes when Microsoft runs an update, and I don't think about checking the mic settings every morning, it becomes a bit of a problem. So, but it looks like we're all set and good to go. So no issues here. So, all right. Well, now that I moved the mic in the right place, let's move on. All right, Don, Keenan Allen, 32, always hurt, overpaid, good for 6 games, Teddy Bear. Well, let's hope those 6 games are before the Lions play him. And then, hey, maybe he won't play against us. Doug Reynolds was a different receiver, a bigger, more physical. Raymond is a bit deeper option, but I think early on Goff will miss the security blanket. That's why the season rests so much on Goff. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, your quarterback's got to shine. Bo, good point, Doug. See, Kurt, why are you guys arguing with Broski, laughing out loud? Didn't you see the sign? Don't feed the Bears. Ooh, good point there. Good point. All right, couple more here, then it's go time for me. Broski, Don Bird, You know my thoughts on Boston. Don't lie to yourself. Keenan Allen doesn't win with speed. He wins with route running. He's our slot wide receiver. Yeah, and he's a big one. He's a good one. Let's see. Patrick, Coach, I hope you got the wrap on that hammy. Yes, it doesn't help to give it support until it heals. Yeah, it does help. Yeah, I got to keep on doing that. So on daily. Let's see, Don Peoples Jones. Let's see. Get back to this. Why is it short? Don Peoples Jones. What Reynolds does, maybe even better. Yeah, could be. Could be that he's an upgrade. Broski, Kurt Steele, feeding the Bears shrimp and grits. Laughing out loud. Don, Keenan is cooked. Skip the Bears, says Don. All right, Motown. Kurt Steele, man, I don't feed bears. I eat them. Lions are the top of the food chain. So I'll go with that. The old me. Will we see? Excuse me. We will see if them kids shirts week 1 versus the Rams. I hope we don't go to that level, but you never know. You never know. Broski, Don Burr, I'll take what I can from him this season, not relying on him. DJ Moore and Rome, on the other hand, dominate. Kamet and Everett at tight end, nice. All right. Silver Surfer, a healthy Davenport will start. Houston at every single passing down. Wingo, big contribution across the defensive line. He will be defensive end on running downs, defensive tackle on passing ones, similar to Pascal. Yeah, if healthy. I agree with that. See, Don, Rome not dominating anything in college against stellar competition. I can't wait to see Tyrion versus Rome because Will John from Michigan is on ice. All right, fair enough. Don Betts was a Chicago teddy bear before also. Very good. And Silver Servo, I did not see Reynolds as a physical receiver. Donovan Peoples-Jones, way more potential. I'd say there could be some potential for that. Motown, correct, Don Burr. Will Johnson shut down Rome. He just a deep threat specialist. The next Hayward Bay. Ooh, Hayward Bay, man. That's a throwback. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Sorry I didn't get through all the comments section. Clearly, yeah, it wasn't the greatest day for me keeping up. I gotta get that done, Pat. I know you keep asking. I gotta get on that. So anyway, sorry about that, guys. Ken, skip the Bears. Trying to get some people in here who haven't maybe been on yet. Shane, hey, morning, fam. Good morning to you too. Let's see, trying to find a few others if there are any that weren't regulars in the chat. So it looks like at least got everybody a little bit of airtime. So apologies, guys. Just trying to fix the mic or just pick it up and move it right here where it should have been. That's my fault. So, all right, guys, you guys know the drill. If there is some sort of breaking news later today, I'll get it over to you as quick as possible. If you haven't yet subscribed to Lions Talk Live, please consider doing so. Also, if you would, take a moment of time, hit the thumbs up button. Take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you all in the next Lions Talk Live. Take care, everybody.